Japan's lunar lander was only meant to survive one day on the moon, but so far it keeps chugging along. News.com has learned that SLIM, Smart Lander for Investigating Moon, Japan's first ever lunar lander, survived a second night on the moon despite only being designed to live for one. The Japanese team behind the mission announced on X, formerly known as Twitter, "We received a response from #SLIM, confirming that the spacecraft made it through the lunar night for the second time. Since the sun was still high and the equipment was still hot, we only took some shots of the usual scenery with the navigation camera. #GoodAfterMoon, they wrote. They also included a photograph taken by the lander's navigation camera. The lander launched from Earth in September 2023 and landed on the moon on January 19, 2024. On January 28, it woke up and began gathering data. The landing was not exceptionally smooth, and there was a brief moment during the process when Japanese scientists genuinely wondered if they had accomplished their goal. But, when it turned on, they knew they had accomplished a first for their nation. The lander also hit the moon's surface nose first, which means it struggles to harvest sunlight for energy. But so far, it has managed to survive despite the challenges. The lander has already provided information that scientists will use to help them learn more about the moon's origins. A leading scientific theory is that it developed long ago when Earth collided with another planet, but that has not been definitely proven. The researchers analyzed 10 rocks during the early days of the mission, saying they would have been happy with one. The scientists then put the lander in hibernation ahead of a lunar night, where surface temperatures can drop to as low as -208 degrees Fahrenheit. The second overnight survival for SLIM is a cherry on top of the mission, which had already accomplished its first goal of being the first Japanese spacecraft to achieve a soft touchdown on the moon. On Wednesday night, March 27, the Japanese scientists said SLIM is starting to show signs that its time may be ending soon. They said some sensors and unused battery cells are beginning to malfunction. A revival in interest in landing on the moon has transformed lunar missions into a priority for space agencies across the globe. China recently launched a relay communications satellite that will help scientists communicate with its rover on the dark side of the moon. It expects the satellite to be a crucial component of its goal of landing humans on the moon by 2030. The US Artemis project is also trying to reach the moon, with its timeline being slightly faster than China's. If successful, it would be the first time humans have set foot on the moon since the end of the Apollo missions in 1972. The Japanese landing was followed by Odysseus, the first time a private company landed an object on the moon.